Hello stars, and welcome to my channel, Stars in Harmony Oracle. So today we're going to be looking at what is your heart's calling. Now this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this is the right time, as long as you've picked this reading using your intuition and divine guidance, and there are timestamps down below. But if you're watching this at the time that I've uploaded this video, February 14th of 2022, otherwise known as Valentine's Day, then stay tuned for a brief astrological overview. As the sensual energy from Valentine's Day hovers over us, whether that was sweet or salty for you, comes a full moon in Leo just 2 days after, on February 16th of 2022. Leo is the sign that's ruled by the sun, the central heart of our solar system and majestic ruler of the heavens. This is the sign of the heart, kings, queens, fame, authority, courage, and purpose. The full moon is a time to bring seeds of manifestation planted on the previous new moon to fruition. But this harvest only comes through a feeling of resistance and obstacles due to the sun in Aquarius opposing the moon in Leo, creating a polarizing effect. These obstacles will be the need to follow your heart's calling in your current surroundings, even though you're met with resistance in the form of feeling outcast, separated from your purpose, and in need of renewal that comes from the sun being in Aquarius. This full moon is accompanied by an exact conjunction between Venus and Mars in Capricorn. Venus, the planet of love, desire, pleasure, and luxury, and Mars, the planet of action, force, willpower, and energy. So, as the full moon in Leo asks us to follow our heart and creative needs, we have Venus and Mars supporting our journey by allowing us to take dynamic actions towards what will bring us happiness in constructive ways. So, now that we've got our astrological overview out of the way, let's hop into our disclaimers and meditation. Like I said, if you've already chosen a pile, there are timestamps down below. But if you'd like a moment to ground, meditate, and connect to the energy of this reading, I will offer a brief meditation, followed by a presentation of the pile's objects. If you're drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly fine. It just means there's multiple messages for you to hear in this video. So, if you're ready, let's take a moment for a few deep breaths to connect with your spiritual team, become fully present in your body and current surroundings, and we will jump right in. On pile 1, we have a sodalite heart. On pile 2, we have a black moonstone heart. And on pile 3, we have a sunstone heart. Hello pile 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose this sodalite heart. And let's get right into it. So this first card here is going to be showing us your heart's calling. The second card here is going to be showing us how you can follow your heart. And this third card here is going to be showing us what will happen if you choose to listen to your heart's calling. So before we hop into these three cards, I want to get an idea of where you are at the current moment and who you are. So we're just going to be drawing a few of these cards. This is from Oracle of the Radiant Sun, but if I forget to mention any of the decks that I'm using, they are all in the description below. So let's go ahead and shuffle these cards. I have not shuffled them yet before doing this reading. I just took them out, and so let's get pile one's energy into these cards and see how my pile one is, how you're feeling. I just want to know about my pile ones. Okay, so now that we've shuffled nice and good, let's see. Make sure to, breathe into this, to the energies of this reading so that I can really get an idea of who you are. Share your energy with me. That doesn't sound weird. Let's see, my pile ones. Where are my pile ones at right now, and who are they? I get an idea of pile one. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and take this card here. I wanted to pop out. And we have Jupiter in Leo. It says publicity. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting from this is that you guys really like to be a leader within your community. You guys have really good sense of morals for your community, and I think people really look up to you. I think how he's pointing to that star there, I think you are really, you want to follow your purpose, and you make other people also want to do that. Yes, I want to get a few more cards so that I can really get a good interpretation of who you guys are. Let's see, a few cards for you guys. I feel like you guys just really want to do big things. You may not have your finger down on what it is quite yet, but I do think you're going to be getting signs of that soon, like how Spirit is kind of pointing to this star here. I think that's going to be like your signs. It's going to just, all answers point here, But yeah, I think you guys, you don't know what it is you want to do, but you want to do something big and purposeful, and I think you want to help lead a community through whatever morals or values or beliefs you have. Let's see, get some more for my pile ones. I like when they pop out for me. Sometimes I just don't want to do that, and that's okay. Let's see, let me take that one. We have Mars, defense. Yeah, so I feel like from this card I'm really getting, Mars and Taurus. So I guess I should explain what the planet and signs kind of mean. But Mars is a planet of action, drive. It can be force. It represents cuts and wounds and stabs and things aggressive like that take a lot of energy and forward momentum. But this is in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is an earth sign, very slow and practical, but Taurus really likes to have comfort in things. So I feel like you may have to defend a lot of the things that make you comfortable a lot, like defend your values a lot from other people. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing for my pile ones that you guys are very inspirational within your community, but maybe sometimes you give off that Leo vibe. Leo, like I said, if you were listening to the beginning, this is actually inspired by the full moon in Leo. And Leo is all about fame and authority. It represents kings and queens. And Jupiter here is a planet of expansion and values and things like that. Things that kind of shift you forward and are innovative and that bring you joy and inspiration. It's really that forward momentum, not like Mars's forward momentum, but more like an expansive, things that broaden your horizons and make you see something completely new. Jupiter has really good values, and I just see you guys having that energy very strongly and maybe coming off so strongly to some people that you feel like you have to defend what's right for you. So I'm really getting for you guys like an activist, like politics could be for some of you, defending people's values, defending, for some of you I'm seeing defending some kind of authority in your life, maybe like an attorney I could see for some of you guys. But yeah, we haven't even gotten into your heart's calling yet. This is more just representing you, like I said. But I'm getting this feeling that you guys are very authoritative, and not in a bad way. Some, like, in a way where it's like a fatherly kind of pushing you out of your comfort zone in a fatherly, loving type way where people are very compassionate and really look up to you. Although I do see some people being very defensive towards you and maybe turning their backs on you. And that could have made you kind of fall out of this feeling of grandness. Yeah, let's get one more card to see who you guys are. But yeah, like I said, I really see you guys being an activist for some sort of big cause. Maybe having to defend yourself from certain types of leaders because of this kind of cause where you have to like kind of go out on your own and defend this. This was too many cards. Let's see, get one more card for my pile of ones. Okay, so we have, look, another Jupiter card, and this one is in Aquarius. So Jupiter, like I said, a very expansive planet. It makes things grow. It brings joy and happiness, luck, great opportunities, but it is in the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius can, this isn't all that they're known for, but they can be known for being a little detached. So I really see you guys, you're very unique in whatever it is you're calling, whatever it is you're not activating. What you're being an activist for is very unique to some. Yes. I could see you guys really, like it says here, innovation, being very innovative and having these very new ideas. Yeah, whatever cause you guys are supporting, it's very unique and out of the box to some, and to some it may be a little, how do I say this, just like weird to some people, and whatever that may mean for you, but you feel like you have to really defend this, whatever this is for you. You guys are maybe feel like you're really following what's meant for you, but the feeling of being outcasted from your community due to it may make you feel a little weary at times. But overall, you guys are so passionate about this. Really standing up for what you believe is right and what you believe is right for the people around you, and defending what you think is right, even if others may think it's weird. You guys are being very innovative. But let's see, what is your heart's calling at the moment? So we have the Magician and reversed. Okay. So this makes me feel like you guys aren't pursuing what this is. Like maybe you guys have held out on what you're trying to pursue right now, what your heart is calling you for because of other people's pushback. It may make you kind of feel backed into a corner where you can't put your own willpower and use all of your resources because of other people telling you you can't or something like that. You guys may feel like other people around you are manipulating your cause for some reason. I'm getting that for my pile ones, feeling manipulated in a sense, or maybe you guys don't want to feel like you're manipulating other people by trying to follow your heart. Whatever your heart's calling is, I definitely am getting this feeling of being an activist for something that's very unique, but something that just means a lot to you and really calls to your heart. And I think you guys know exactly what this is, honestly. I did say at the beginning that you may be getting signs for what this is. And I think you are your sign, if that makes sense. Who you are and what makes you unique, that is what your heart's calling is. And that's what you need to pursue, even though you may feel like other people are giving you pushback. So for some of my pile ones, I'm getting this feeling that you guys need to maybe slow down a little bit from this and take a break. But for most of my pile ones, I'm getting the feeling that your heart's calling is to pursue this, even though other people may make you feel small and like you can't do it and like you don't have the resources to do it. But I do see you guys having a lot of confidence in yourself, really defending what this is. I just feel like you guys aren't really pursuing it in the way that you want. Maybe it's just all through words at the moment, but you have the resources to actually do something about it in the physical world. But maybe you're getting some kind of pushback, so you've delayed doing that, whatever that is for my pile ones. Let's go ahead and jump into our second card here as to how you can follow your heart's calling. So we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I feel like for some of my pile ones here, you may get a little too emotional when this comes up, and really, sorry, but maybe just like freak out a lot, get too emotional, just, things like that, to where it kind of freaks other people out. And I think it's saying how you can follow your heart. Oh, you know what? I think that it's saying you getting so emotional and wound up about this cause is how you are following your heart. Sometimes that's not good, and maybe you feel like you pursuing it is too much to some, but I think it's not. I think you guys getting your guys' version of too emotional about whatever this is isn't even close to what is actually too emotional. You guys are defending something that means a lot to you, and that's okay, even if it's, putting you in this path to where you can't do a lot to where you can't do a lot to advance this position. I think you guys do have the resources, and the resources are more within yourself and what you can say to other people, and how you can advance this maybe through other people who have been hurt and felt left out. Maybe like they were being manipulated to say that like they were feeling too much about this whenever really they're not. So let's go ahead and jump into our third card here, which, like I said, is going to be showing us what will happen if you choose to listen to your heart's calling, if you choose to not be afraid to be too much in your emotions about this. You know what I mean? Too much, too emotional, too overreactive. Maybe other people have called you like shallow, but you're not being shallow. You're following what you know is going to advance you and so many other people forward, whatever this is that you're defending. That's what your heart's calling for, is defend this. Take time to really think about the words that you're saying to others, but put all your resources in and go for it. It's okay if some people think it's too much. That's subjective, But yeah, let's get to this third card here. And also, I wanted to say that this tarot deck that I'm using is the After Tarot. So, like, for instance, in this Magician card, if you're familiar with the original, all of these things would be on the table and Spirit wouldn't be here. But this is the After Tarot, so it shows him using all of his resources. And for some of my pile ones, I want to say maybe you feel like you've exhausted the resources that you have. But yeah, that could be for very few of you. But yes, okay, let's actually jump into this third card here, which is going to be showing us what will happen if you listen to your heart's calling. Let's see. We have the reversed Three of Cups. So yeah, you guys are going to be exiting communities that aren't good for you, maybe that don't accept whatever you guys are doing. Whatever communities have been manipulative and just kind of, I'm getting this feeling of people being mean and like you feeling like they're gossiping about you. You guys are getting the hell out of those relationships. That is not a true friendship if that's what they're doing to you. What's going to happen if you listen to your heart's calling, you guys are going to exit certain communities or friendships, relationships that weren't good for you. I think maybe I hate saying this, but maybe some people were, you know, talking behind your back. And if you guys listen to your heart's calling and stand up for what's unique to you and what's right and true for you, you guys know what this is. I know you do. And then it's going to help you find the communities that are meant for you, and people that aren't actually there for you and are pretending that they are going to get the hell out of the way. You just have to follow your heart's calling. And then we also have the only upright card that you guys have so far, besides these ones up here, of course. But these ones don't go in reversed. At least I don't usually read them in reverse because they don't have interpretations for that. But like I said, the only other card here that you have, which is a clarifying card for this third one here, is the Ace of Pentacles. So I think this is going to open up a lot of new doors for you guys. So I know it's Pentacles, which is earth and material things, but I'm really seeing it just opening up new doors completely for you guys. Whenever I said that you may feel like your resources have been exhausted trying to pursue this, it's going to come right back to you, and you guys are going to get rid of people that maybe, you know, some people were manipulating you to use these resources and they are not true friends. That's just for some of my pile ones. But whatever this is, it's going to bring so much prosperity for you guys. Yes, and okay, so I don't know if this is a stink bug, but it looks like a stink bug to me, and that kind of just goes to, I want to say, like, stinky gossip. Is that weird? Okay, but yeah, like, some people are just stench in your life. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm being an oddball, but I feel like you guys are going to realize what that is, and it's going to help pursue you forward. Whatever this is that you guys are being an activist for, keep doing that. It's going to bring you so much prosperity. If you feel like this isn't going to allow you to make money, maybe for some of my pile ones, you have to quit a job and leave a certain kind of community to pursue this. I see it working really good for you guys. If you guys are scared that you won't be able to make money from whatever this is, whatever it is that you're pursuing, and it doesn't even have to be like an activist kind of thing. It could just be something that's very unique that you think other people won't accept you for. But I can't promise or guarantee. This is a tarot reading and your free will matters, but I think that it's going to be really good for you guys, and it's going to help you guys prosper so much. I really do think that you feel like you're kind of spread thin trying to pursue this, but just keep going. Yeah, this is going to open up so many new doors for you guys. So let's go ahead and get some of these cards. Oh crap, what are they called? I think they're creator cards, like a creator oracle. I'm not sure. I'll have it listed down below. Let's see. Get an idea what is going on for my pile ones. I just want to get more about what your heart's calling is, or just really whatever spirit wants to tell us right now. Yes. Let's see. Shuffle for a while, and I just realized I know that Aquarius is the water bearer, and it's not a water sign, it's an air sign, but she is sitting on a cup here. Going back to, like I said, it might make you feel like you're being over emotional. I feel like you guys are worthy of feeling that way. Worthy, like, however you guys are feeling about this, and maybe you think you're being shallow or something, you're not. You're allowed to sit on that throne. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, let's see for my pile of wands. What's going on? What is your heart trying to tell you? What's your heart trying to tell you? I know that this one wanted to pop out. We're going to take this one. So it says, shift the way to new potential. Yes, like I said, whenever you guys completely put all of your heart and soul into this, it's going to shift new doors open for you. It's going to bring you to completely new horizons. All of this Jupiter energy here, expansive growth, new horizons. Yes, it's going to completely shift your perspective on life, and not only your perspective, but your surroundings, your physicalness, your how you feel comfortable, and your finances. This is going to be really good for you guys, and it may not be immediate. You know, it may take a lot of work, it may take a lot of resources, but I think eventually you guys are definitely going to get there. It's going to shift you to new potential. You just have to follow it. Yes, I'm getting really excited for you guys. I'm really feeling that Jupiter Leo energy right now. Yes. Okay. I want to make sure that these are straight, or else it'll drive me crazy. I'm sure it's been driving you guys crazy because it hasn't been straight this whole time. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let me see here. What else do we have for my pile one? Oh, okay. So we got 2 more cards here. This first one here is you are light. Yes, like I said earlier, how this is Leo and it's ruled by the sun. I feel like you guys are going to be very inspirational to your community. You guys are going to be a leader, whatever it is that you're pursuing right now. Other people are going to really look up to you for it. Light, you know, a star. People call famous people stars. Stars in Harmony, that's my YouTube channel name, because you guys are stars. You guys are complete light. Yes, and you guys are going to also feel very light after you pursue this. If you guys feel really heavy right now because of how much energy it's taking or how many resources it's taking to pursue this, it's going to become a lot lighter and more comfortable. I just realized I just made these all crooked after I said I'm not gonna make these crooked. I think my camera is a little bit slanted, so it's like on my table, like it's slanted to me right now, but it's straight for you guys. It's okay, we're just gonna leave it like that, and it's not gonna bother me. Okay, and then this other one that we have here, it says the distraction of shiny things. I think, you know, now that I've mentioned that this is going to open up so many doors for you guys, don't let that be the only thing that's making you pursue it now because you're excited for whatever that may be. Don't get distracted by the shiny things. The material comfort that it's going to bring you isn't the only thing. If you remember the first card here that we have before this lovely Ace of Pentacles is a reversed 3 of Cups. I think what is, you know, mainly good for you right now is that you're going to be getting out of relationships that aren't good for you and finding ones that are happy for you, finding ones that support what you're doing and that can help support you. But don't get distracted by the shiny things at the end of the tunnel, especially this first card here that popped out for us, indicating you guys. That's the star, and he's like pointing to it, but he's also distracted at the same time looking at somebody else. You guys may get caught up in what it will bring you and forget about the true purpose of what you're doing. I think it's really pointing to, like I said, don't get distracted by the material end result, but really I think it's important for you guys to focus on how it's going to heal you, heal your emotions, and heal how you're nurturing yourself. Yes. Okay, so before we end here, I want to go ahead and get some of these affirmators cards. It says love and relationships, so if you are in a relationship, go ahead and take the messages that are there. I think this is really good for you guys, not particularly in love relationships, but your friendships, those relationships, but really just these have really cute and good messages. Take whatever is meant for you there, and we'll see what we get. I also wanted to mention, oh yeah, I totally just messed up all those cards. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh god. Okay, sorry guys. I'm being a goofball today, I guess. Maybe you guys are very goofy. Y'all are giving me this goofy, super unique, weird, in a good way, energy. But anyways, like I was saying, before I get distracted, this card adds up to 11, which is 10 would be completing something, and I think you guys have completed something, like completed a certain cycle in your life, or at least you feel like you're on a whole new path, at least after you start truly going after whatever this is and really stepping up for whatever it is. And this is also an 11 right here, the Jupiter Innovation card. I think this uniqueness is what's going to break you out of whatever maybe cycle you feel like you're stuck in, or if you've already broken out of that cycle, you guys are just heading towards really great things by following this unique purpose that you guys have, this unique belief, this unique vision that you guys have for yourselves. Okay, let's see. For my pile ones, what kind of messages my pile ones need? Oh, did it go in the fire? Okay, it didn't get burnt, so that's good, right? I'm very happy about that. So we have little clock guy here. I like his mustache, how it's the little hands. But anyways, it says reliability. I am reliable. When I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. Yes, you guys take whatever this is very seriously. I can see that from all this Jupiter energy. It's something that you truly believe in. It says, this applies to all commitments, even the ones that may have seemed small and insignificant to a less reliable me, or less reliable friends and relationships in your life, or whatever that means for you guys. It says here, from now on, flaking is just for dandruff commercials and cereal factories. Oh my gosh, that is cute and hilarious. I love that. That's adorable. Let's put this up here. Okay, sorry guys. But yeah, like I was saying, how you may be completing a cycle. I think you guys really feel that this, like the clock is ticking down for something. Maybe the clock is ticking down for you to really stand up for what's right for you. But yes, this clock guy here, look, he's looking at a watch. He's a clock and he's looking at a watch. Like, what? Couldn't he just get a mirror and see what time it is? But how it says here, when I say I'll do something, I take whatever that something is seriously. You guys take this so seriously, and you guys are pursuing it because you told yourself you would. You guys are so dedicated. Yes. Okay, let me get one more card for my pile ones before we close off here. Let's see. I love this reading for you guys. It got me just super spunky, quirky, cute energy, and I love it. Oh, okay, let's take that one. This one, it's a bonus card, because y'all are like bonuses in people's lives. Does that make sense? I don't know. So, it says, what does a hawk see when it flies over your house, besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about? Oh no. What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you're being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough, and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk, and you're really onto something. These cards are very goofy, but so how it says perspective here, all of this Jupiter energy, you guys are just so expansive and really about seeing the big picture, seeing innovative ways for continuing on with life. I think you guys, just really have a very broad perspective in life and are very, you guys are just advancing not only yourselves, but helping other people advance in their lives through this completely unique belief or value or way of living, whatever this is for you guys. You guys are seeing the whole perspective. You guys are helping other people broaden their horizons as well. But yeah, I think whatever your guys' heart's calling is, you definitely know what it is, because it's something very loud in your life that, like, you can't ignore it, and other people definitely can't ignore it. But you just may feel like a little exhausted of energy. You may feel a little overwhelmed with whatever it is right now, and that's okay. I do think it's okay, I can't say it's because of other people in your life, but other people really reflect how you're feeling on the inside. And I think once you get rid of whatever this is, or accept whatever that means for you, it's really going to help you guys and get back to this feeling of prosperity and comfort and luxury. I think this is going to be really good for you guys. You're going to help lead a lot of people, and it's going to in turn gift you with good blessings in your life. But yeah, that is all that I am seeing for my pile ones. Thank you so much for watching. I am beyond grateful to have you here today sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading has resonated with you, leave a comment down below letting me know. And please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it helps support this channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. You chose this Black Moonstone. So, this first card here will be showing us what is your heart's calling. The second card here will be showing us how you can follow your heart's calling. And this third card here will be showing us what will happen if you choose to listen to your heart's calling. Okay, so before we turn over these cards, I do want to go ahead and pull some of these Sun Oracle cards. And if I forget to mention which decks I'm using, it will be in the description down below. So, oh, you know what? I forgot to light the candles again. Sometimes I have to let my camera cool down a little bit before I start recording again, because the candles make it kind of hot. So sorry about that, guys. I promise I'll do better, okay? Alright, so like I was saying, let's draw some of these Oracle cards. And so this is going to be showing me, I just want to get like a good idea of who you guys are, where you are right now, how you're feeling at the current time, and just get a really good vision of who you guys are and what's going on for you right now. Okay, so yes, let's see for my pile twos. Okay, well that was fast, and we also have Mercury and Gemini excitement. So I see that you guys could definitely be having a lot of new ideas. Everything's going very quick for you right now. You may be getting a lot of new information. Oh yeah, as you can see, he's like riding this horse, which is very fast, and he has this tower behind him, which kind of looks old, or like it has been recently burnt down, but either way, it looks like something, like a structure that was kind of torn down. I feel like you guys are shifting into a whole new side of life right now, and you're getting a lot of information. maybe being very social, getting a lot of ideas within your social life from other people. I just see things being very active, very interactive within your life. I'm not getting a super social vibe from it because he's alone. I just see you guys getting a lot of divine inspiration right now and like callings as to what you want to do. And it may be making it hard to kind of pick one or like decide what your heart's calling is. But, you know, sometimes the heart's calling is to just go for all of it. Sometimes that's literally what your heart wants, is to, you know, do it all. And sometimes you want to do nothing and rest, and that's okay too. But definitely right now things are just very fast for you guys. I see you guys being very... It's making me very, well, obviously I'm being talkative because, you know, that's the video, but I'm feeling like I'm talking really fast. And I just get that vibe from you guys, that you guys are very talkative. Okay, so, yeah, y'all are quick, quick to react, quick to, as in, not react in a bad way, but like just really quick to answer people, very smart and like on your feet, fast. Getting that from you guys. And yeah, sorry, this was Mercury, another Mercury card. And Mercury is the card of changeability. It's the card of interactions, of our communication, versatility, transactions. And it's in Taurus on this card. And Taurus is the sign of many things, but it's an earth sign, so it can be, you know, slow, very down to earth, very comforting. So I do see you guys having qualities of being able to calm down when you need to and make plans that are more for long-term stability. I see you guys having a lot of ideas right now, maybe ideas for your long-term. I just see this healthy balance between having a lot of ideas and a lot of communication and interactions right now and things being very quick, but then you being able to ground that into something very stable, something very practical for the future, and something that it's not like you think of something and you're quick to leave it just as fast as it came in, but I really see you guys being determined for whatever this interaction is in your life right now and these ideas. You guys are just having a lot of them right now because I do see you guys being very practical, usually with how you pursue certain things. Maybe you just have a lot of ideas and that is the practical thing for you. Yeah. But even, you know, it has these birds here, so I see you guys going about a lot of new ideas right now and maybe trying to find something that will bring you the most stability and be the smartest option for yourself, and wanting to make sure that you choose that option, making sure that you choose an option that you're going to want to see grow, you know? Yeah, let me see. What else do I see for my pile twos? My pile twos. I'm gonna look into who they are, what they're going through. What is up with my pile twos? Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's like we were talking about how things are very quick for you in the beginning, and then I was like, okay, well maybe you guys are slowing down. It's very balanced, and how the cards popped out super quick, and now they aren't wanting to. So I definitely, like I said, I see this healthy balance of you guys being able to have a lot of ideas, have a lot of communication, have a lot of just mental activity, but then being able to ground it and make sure, yeah. Okay, so let's see. We have the moon and Aries here, and it says protection. You guys are really committed to protecting the ideas that you love, protecting the quality, and making sure that these ideas are nurtured and that you can care for them. As you can see, it's a mother here, and she's like protecting and caring for her son. But she also has another child here who she's also protecting. It's like you guys are doing a lot right now to bring you a lot of stability, I think, but you're doing it in a very patient and practical way, and I think it's really good for you guys. But also I'm seeing here, so we have the moon, which is, you know, the card of the mother, the planet of the mother, the nurturer. It's our environment around us. It's receptive. And then we have the sign of Aries, which Aries can be a go-getter. It likes to throw its head at things. It's very independent. It doesn't really need anybody else. But I see you guys, again, being able to take in both qualities. You guys are just very balanced overall. I think, okay, maybe you guys are Libras. I'm definitely seeing that kind of quality from you guys. But also strong Mercury placements. You might have Mercury in Gemini, or Virgo, or just something, honestly, maybe even in Aries. But yeah, I just see you guys really protecting your ideas and also being very independent about the way you go about them. Yes, you guys have very strong, motivating energy. I see that you guys, whenever you get an idea, you think about it in the long term and you like really water it as if it's like a seed and you protect it with all your life. And right now you're just like going through a cycle of where you're getting all of these new ideas, but then it will calm down and be something that you nurture forever. Maybe not forever, maybe that's a lot, but yeah. So let's go ahead and move into this card here, which is going to be showing us what is your heart's calling. Let's see. So we have the Nine of Swords in reversed. So I'll show it to you upright. The Nine of Swords upright can be exactly like this, fighting your own demons. It can keep you up at night, laying in your bed with thoughts, just being like mentally terrorized by bad thoughts. I definitely see that. Maybe all of this stuff right now is something that you're not very used to. And so this is in reversed. So as in something you're not very used to, like you aren't used to all of this mental activity coming in and all of these ideas, and you feel like it's keeping you up at night. I do see you guys having this very stable, comforting, soothing, like aura within you guys. And I think you guys go through a lot of cycles of having this. And this being reversed, I just see your heart calling you to maybe make a decision so that you can start to nurture it and see it grow and have something to protect. Like I said, Aries is a very independent sign. It's very single-minded and acts, for its own sake, so I could see that being maybe not you needing to be so much independent, but choosing one thing and taking that in the long term. Maybe you guys don't, or like aren't very, I don't want to say like not practical, but you don't have this like slow, grounded energy about you. You, like I said, you might have Mercury in Gemini to where you have this faster kind of energy and you're used to going like this. But I think right now, in this area, this time of your life, your heart's really calling for you to slow down a little bit and, choose one thing and nurture it. You guys may be spreading yourself too thin and doing too many things at once, and it's asking you to pick one and go with that, or else, you could have all of these swords lined up and it, you think they're good, but it creates a whole ass demon in the end. That keeps you up at night, and that's no fun. So let's see, we had another card here, and it was the Queen of Wands. Yes, and that is like very Moon and Aries to me. It's like the mother, literally, and the fire suit. Yeah, I definitely think it's telling you here to pick one passion right now and stick with that and see how that's going to help you. The Queen of Wands can be very much hot-headed. She likes to juggle a lot of tasks, have a lot of balls in the air at once. She is a taskmaster. She has a lot of things that she's passionate about and that she nurtures. And I think, you really don't have to just choose one. I just think that your heart is calling for you to figure out a way to not make it so much on your like make it not weigh so heavy on your mental brain. Like, it's okay to have all of these passions. I see that you guys are like so passionate about so many things, and it's okay to have all of those. It really is, but make sure you're not doing it for the sake of the moment, because it can really just add up in your brain after a while. Make sure that you guys are being very strategic about how it's going to help you in the long term and protecting that. And I do see that you guys have that quality about you, but right now I'm getting this feeling that you have just too much going on right now, and it's weighing heavy on you guys, and your heart really wants to be lifted, and the way to do that is by calming your mind. I think having so much going on in your life weighs heavy on your mind. I think for some of my pile twos, well, most of my pile twos, I could see that like your ideas at first were like, had this lion energy about them, something like beautiful and something you just, to me at least, I just want to like hug a lion. Is that weird? But something very comforting, but beautiful and eye-catching. But having so much of that, it kind of turns into a monster that you're trying to fight in the end. Like something like a beautiful beast can turn into something really ugly if you don't take the time to nurture it and really get to know it, and like, yeah, take time to get to know these things, more time than you have been, at least I think. Yeah. And for some of you guys, I just want to mention, because there's literally an animal in all of these cards, and I think for a lot of my pile twos, or some of my pile twos, it's saying to take time with your pets. Spend a little extra time with them, because like, I don't know, I was just seeing this cat here looking at the Queen of Wands. You could be doing so many things that your pets kind of feel left out. Like they're looking up to you, and of course they're going to stay by your side. They love you, they're loyal. This could like be friends too for you guys. But I'm just seeing this cat looking a little left out because the Queen of Wands got so much going on right now, and she just wants it back a little, you know? You can nurture all of these things, but make sure you're also nurturing your relationships, and especially if it's you, your pets. Yes. So let's go ahead and get to the second card here, which is going to show us how you can follow your heart. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, I feel like you guys might be not literally in a streak of bad luck, but you may see it that way. Maybe, a streak of bad luck, like within your brain, like you can't get out of this cycle that maybe you've been in, the Nine of Swords upright kind of thing, where you're just mentally exhausted and drained, but yet you still can't stop going over it in your brain. I see it feeling like a cycle that's just on repeat for you guys right now. You may feel like you have these ideas and you think you're like grounding them to where there's something really good for you, but then you have something else and it like takes over that, and it just completely overwhelms you in the moment. I could see that for a lot of my pile twos, and just have feeling like there's this streak of bad luck, like things aren't maybe progressing forward, but like they're progressing backwards. And I think what it's telling you on how to follow your heart is to, ooh, yeah, I'm really seeing with the Wheel of Fortune how like upright, I see it like going forwards, and reverse, I see it going backwards. I think it's trying to tell you to take a few steps back and look at the long-term plan, really ground yourself. I'm just seeing it like take a few steps back into the earth. For a lot of my pile twos, I just want you to take off your feet and go outside and put your feet in the earth and feel how grounding that can be. Yes, it's like I'm getting this feeling right now. It'd just be so good for you guys. Yes, just to like really enjoy things in the moment and not look at, not just, keep accessing the information from the outside, but take a moment to go on the inside, go back a few steps. Maybe you have gone too fast on whatever these things that you're pursuing. Really just try and ground yourself in whatever you're doing. Nurture it, protect it. Like I was saying in the beginning, you guys are very balanced, and that's why I think that right now your heart's saying like, hey, we're usually very balanced, and we're usually this Queen of Wands upright and able to handle it all. But right now, sometimes even the most balanced of people get knocked off their feet, you know? Life uptakes them. And I don't think that like this is a horrible time in life for you guys right now. I think you guys are pursuing something that's really great for you guys, but has you completely overwhelmed, and you guys don't see it because like overwhelmed with excitement, and even that can be detrimental in a way, you know? Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to our third card here as to what will happen if you listen to your heart's calling. So we have the Seven of Swords. I want to go ahead and, I usually describe each card as I go, but I want to go ahead and pull out the second card here because I feel like it really completes the story to this one as to what will happen if you listen, because I think it's showing you, okay, so before I describe this, I have to tell you that this is the After Tarot deck, and the reason I'm saying that is because these images don't describe the Rider-Waite version, the original one, but they describe what would happen afterwards. And the reason I wanted to say that is because I am getting this like before and after vibe as to what will happen if you listen. And I think the before part, the Seven of Swords, is put this here, the Knight of Wands in reverse, if I didn't say that. I don't remember. I just, like I said, I'm even getting this, like, my mind's going 1,000,000 miles an hour right now. But the Seven of Swords, as you can see, he has all of these swords, and I think that this is all the ideas, all the things that you're trying to pursue. Mostly ideas. I think they're all very young right now because you haven't taken the time to nurture them and bring them up to life like you have in the past. But besides the point, this would be all of your ideas, but as you can see here, he's left a few in the background, and maybe it's like you pursue these things, and then you look back and you're like, oh shit, what about those other things over there? But then whenever he starts looking back, he has a trap in the front that, like, I feel like it's a trap that pushes you into something completely new, and then it's like this ongoing cycle of hard mental feelings, and it's, yeah, this cycle of like bad luck mentally. You guys are, I feel like, trapping yourself in your mind, and that may seem harsh. Sorry, sometimes I can come off a little too blunt, but I think once you guys take the time to slow down, look, this Knight of Wands, he, in the upright, I mean, he's going for it, he's doing all of it, anything that he's passionate about, he's going for it, doesn't matter. Whatever riddles the Sphinx gives him, he's gonna go and try and solve them. Yes, but in reverse, he's slowing down, or in reverse, you could also see this as being too much sporadic, being completely chaotic with what you're doing, but I'm seeing it right now as taking the time to slow down, and that's what's going to happen if you listen, is you will break out of this cycle of forgetting something, I feel like, forgetting your ideas, looking back, and then, you know, not seeing what's in front of you, and it putting you in this whole cycle. And I think it's saying if you slow down, you're going to stop going through that cycle. Take time to really care for the ideas that mean a lot to you. And I know it can be kind of hard, but I mean, it just starts with one, you know? If you take one and you do that for a long time and eventually it's not it, that's okay. Go to the next one after that. But at least you tried and you put all of your dedication and effort instead of putting all of your eggs in one basket. And I know that sometimes that can be a bad phrase, but for you guys, that's the needed phrase. Put all them eggs in the basket. Yeah. let's choose one basket and go for that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and, but okay, so I have to show you guys this because I just saw it. It says on the bottom of this Sun Oracle deck, versatility, the Sun in Gemini, and he's like walking on his hands, grabbing shit with his feet. I mean, he's doing everything all at once, okay? I think it's very important for you guys to choose one thing right now, and I really do think that you guys know what it is. But your heart's calling right now is asking you to slow down. And even if that means doing nothing for a second, you know, taking time to nurture your home life, take time for your kids, take time to do the things that you need to around home. That's okay. You can drop other things for a moment. Okay, so we have one. I don't know if I said it, but anyways, this is the Creator's Oracle deck, I believe. It'll be down below. But the first card we have here is Soul on Fire. Yeah, you guys probably feel like your soul is on fire. You guys are excited about so much right now. I mean, look at this. If this doesn't say soul on fire, I mean, I just imagine these rays, like, you know how you have a magnifying glass and if you point it on something with the sun shining through it, that thing will catch on fire? Like, the magnifying glass is over here, and he's that thing that might just catch on fire if he keeps magnifying all of his enthusiasm so much. I mean, look at all of these fire cards here. We have Aries, we have the Queen of Wands, we have, I know the swords aren't fire, but like this dragon is giving me this fire vibe. This red here, yeah. Your guys' soul is on fire right now. You guys have a lot that you're passionate about and a lot that you're pursuing, and that is completely okay. Like, that is fantastic, but don't let it overwhelm you, or else it could turn into something beautiful to something not so beautiful, something that ends up hurting you. Yeah. So let's go ahead, and I have another card here, the Sacred Flow of Yes, and it has a fish here, and another orange card. Okay, so this is bringing me back to that balanced feeling, the Sacred Flow of Yes. It's giving me that feeling of that Pisces energy and being able to flow. And Pisces, the sign of the fish, funny or not, I feel like it's saying, I just see this orange as being the fire, and you guys being able to be the fish and be slow and let it flow through you. Being able to say yes to these things, but it also being something slow and feels a lot more able to handle. For some of my pile twos, if you're watching this at the time that I posted it and listened to my astrological overview at the beginning, I mentioned that this is inspired by the full moon in Leo, and that means that this is Aquarius season. I'm in February, whenever you're watching this, but what I want to say is Pisces season could be very important for you guys. So if you're watching this at the time that I'm posting it, about a month from now, but if you're watching this in the future, then I just see Pisces season being very good for you guys, especially with Aries here. I could see the end of Pisces season into the spring, is equinox, I think. Sorry guys, a lot going through my brain right now, just like you guys. But yeah, I think that could be a very good time for you guys where you're able to slow down, but it's also giving me this hint that like it could be put a lot more on your plate, and you guys will have to be able to say yes to other things, and that's why it's important to you to slow down now before it keeps going and puts you in a cycle that's like if you keep going through that cycle, it has to just build up until eventually you completely crash, and I do not want that happening for my pile twos. Yeah, so I want to go ahead and sorry, I've got something like stuck in my throat, guys. Embarrassing. Okay, let's go ahead and get some affirmator cards, and they say love and relationships, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be relationships, friends, it could be your pets for some of you guys, like I was saying at the beginning, but these just have really cute affirmations. So take whatever resonates. It doesn't have to be love. But if you're in a relationship, then a little bonus for you, especially because I'm posting this on Valentine's Day. Okay, so for my pile twos, let's see. What does my pile twos need to hear for their affirmations? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and draw two of these, but this first one here that we have says resilience, and it has this little beaver here and he's got a fire and a tent. That's really cute. I wish I could go camping with a beaver. You guys want to go with me? Find a beaver to go camping with? That'd be fun. But I see that this beaver has built himself a nice little home. And he looks like he's, like beavers are very dedicated. Looks like he probably chopped all that wood for himself for that fire, and he took the time to make everything around him nice. But it says here, sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel like very much of myself. Yeah, I feel like you guys might feel like this is all so heavy on you. Like it's drained the joy and color. Like I said, something so fun and exciting can turn into something ugly after a while. And I think you guys just need to take time to remind yourself that you love yourself and you cherish yourself and you are so capable. And really take time to go within yourself right now and figure out, what is it that you want? Why are you feeling this way? Why are you going for so much right now whenever it's draining you? Sorry, that went really deep there for a second for my pile twos. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get one more of these guys. Sorry, I know my ring light here is shining on it all weird, but I'm going to try and fix that for you guys very soon. Hopefully within this next video. Okay, so let's see for my pile twos, what else do you need to hear? Okay. Look, we got a bonus card. Actually, pile one also got a bonus card. Actually, they got this exact bonus card. So there may be some strong messages for you in pile one as well. Yeah, but it says here, perspective. What does a hawk see when it flies over your house, besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about? What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you're being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough, and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk, and you're really onto something. Wow, I think that's a really beautiful card for you guys, because I think all of this information that's coming in right now can really make you tunnel visioned onto what's going on right now and pursuing whatever it is that's in front of your face at the moment. And I definitely think it would be wise for you guys, or just help you out a lot, to be able to zoom out and look at things from a broader perspective. And then I think it'll be easier to notice that you don't have to accomplish everything as soon as it's there. If it's meant for you, it will come back. Everything goes through the cycle. You don't have to keep saying yes to everything on it, and completely overwhelm yourself. Spirit will bring the things that you love back to you and that are good for you back if you don't take them at the time, because they're meant to be. And if they're not, then that's okay. Let them go. The sacred flow of yes can also be like you have to use no in the sacred flow of yes. Sometimes it just has to be there. But yeah, that is all that I'm seeing for my pile twos. Thank you so much for watching. I am beyond grateful to have you here today, sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading has resonated with you, leave a comment down below letting me know, and please be sure to like, share, and subscribe as it helps support this channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Sunstone Heart. So, this first card here is going to be showing us what is your heart's calling. The second card here will be showing us how you can follow your heart's calling. And this third card here will be showing us what will happen if you choose to listen to your heart's calling. Okay, so before we jump into these 3 cards here, I want to pull some of these Sun Oracle cards. If I forget to mention what decks I'm using or you're just interested, I do have them linked down in the description below. I might say the names wrong as well. So yeah, they'll be in the description just in case you guys are curious. So I'm drawing these cards here to kind of give me an idea of who you guys are at the current time, how you're feeling, what you're kind of going through. I just want to get I want to get an idea of who you guys are before I move into what your heart's calling is, so I can get a better understanding of your current situation. So yeah. Let's see, my pile 3s. What do I need to know about my pile 3s? Okay. And I just want to say, whenever I draw these cards off of camera, usually, sometimes they'll flip upright, sometimes I won't be able to see them. And when I can't see them, I just lay them down. When I can see them, I, usually take a small glimpse, take what I can from that, and put it back down. But all of your cards actually were face down, which doesn't usually happen, so I see you guys being maybe very secretive about what you're doing, or maybe your heart's calling has been very secretive to you, but we'll find out more when we jump in. I just wanted to mention that. So we have Saturn and Pisces, and it says here loss, and we have this crow or raven bird eating this bone that's dead. And above that, we have this beautiful, luxurious estate, this house. And I say estate because there's children and also adults here in this picture. So I could see this maybe you guys are going through a loss of an estate at the moment, I want to say, or a loss of some kind of property for some of my pile 3s. That's coming up very strongly. I'm also seeing these arches here, and it's making me think of horses, and some of you guys may have lost a horse. That's very deep, and I am so sorry for your loss if that's the case. But Saturn, so like I said, this is Saturn and Pisces. And Saturn is the planet of, restrictions, separation, being outcast. It can be delays, restrictions, things that require hard work. But eventually they are very, good, but they can just be, the darker sides of life, things that are outcast. And then we have Saturn in this card in a sign of Pisces. And Pisces is the sign of, it's a water sign, first of all, so that can really relate to relationships, communities, your domestic life a lot of the time. But Pisces, I kind of see more as the community. It's more about the bigger picture and being able to flow with opportunities like water does. It's a mutable sign, which means that it can go from one thing and then mutate it to the next, and it's very changeable. I definitely see you guys may have had a big change in your life right now from some kind of loss, some kind of restriction, some kind of separation. Yeah. So sorry for my pile 3s if this is a death or something. I mean, whatever it is, very heavy on you guys right now, and I'm very sorry for my pile threes. Let's get more. What else can I see? My pile threes. What else do I need to know about my pile threes? Okay, so we have here the moon in Gemini, and it says adaptability. And so I think these are, looks like Indian gods. It also, I think these are Egyptian, which makes me think that this is very versatile. Maybe you're having to shift into a different community, leaving an old one, I want to say, for a lot of my pile threes. And we will get to what your heart's calling is, because I definitely see you guys in this very low state, and your heart needs you right now, or you need to feel the love of your heart. Does that make sense? But yeah, the moon and Gemini, like I said, you guys may have had to switch communities and be switching homes, moving homes to a place that's a little more versatile, a little more loud, and you guys are having to adapt to whatever this loss is right now, and it's a lot for you. Definitely a lot that you're having to adapt to, new things that you're having to learn, new customs you're having to follow the rules of, if that makes sense. I just see you guys putting yourself into a lot more diverse situation because of some kind of loss that you may have gone through. This, for some of my pile threes, it could have been something you did on your own, something that you're having to adapt to because of something that you chose to leave behind in the past. But for a lot of my pile threes, I see this as coming kind of unexpectedly, like a shock to really big foundations. And then we have here Jupiter and Sagittarius. So, and it says principle, and I see you guys trying to, so Jupiter and Sagittarius would be in its own sign. And Jupiter is a planet of growth. It's a planet of perspective, seeing the bigger picture, expanding your horizons. It can be about like law and justice and religion, beliefs and values. I know that's a lot summed up in one, but I see you guys having to learn new principles, whether that's, I think, is within yourself. Maybe you were accustomed to old principles and now you're having to adapt to new ones due to, I think, for some of my pile threes, a big move that you had, some kind of expansion that you've had in your life that now you're having to adapt to and leave other things behind. And as you can see, it's like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has this little doorway here, and I feel like you guys are just going through a whole new door in life. I don't know if you guys can see that tiny little guy right here, but he is heading towards it, and I think it's saying right now you guys are going through the heaviness of it, the heaviness of having to adapt through these things, the hard work that it takes and the labor and how it can look like it's so far away, but you guys are heading towards something really good that's going to completely shift your perspective and bring you to new principles and some new things to believe in for yourself and trust in for yourself. Yes. Let's go ahead and move on to our first card here, which is, what is your heart's calling right now? So we have the Hierophant in reverse. Wow, you guys are shifting to, whether that's a new religion, a new community rules that you're having to adapt to, some kind of authority or knowledge that, or belief system and structure that you're having to adapt to. You guys are leaving old structures behind and going for something completely new. And I think for a lot of my pile 3s, how I brought up like this is Egyptian and this is Indian, which I'm not sure if that's right for these cards, but I feel like I brought it up because you guys are shifting maybe from one religion to another, one philosophy, spirituality, whatever that means for you. And I think it's really weighing heavy on you guys to have to do these things and have to learn something different, because I think you guys really loved your old way of doing things. But I think whatever this new thing that you're learning to, whatever this box that you're breaking out of, is going to be really good for you guys. I think what your heart is calling for you guys to do is to not live by the same structures that keep, maybe for some of my pile 3s, structures that haven't been good to you and that are shaky and crumble often, and being able to adapt to new principles, because I feel like you guys know that there's like this shake coming, something that's going to hit you hard if you don't do this. And if it has already happened for you guys, I think really this is just about you guys learning something completely new in your life through whatever loss you guys have been through recently. It's asking you to break your traditional way of doing things, and that's what your heart is calling for you to do right now. And I see for a lot of my pile 3s, that's within like a spiritual perspective, shifting your perspective in that way, from the dark to something a little more light, something that you can grab a hold of. Maybe for some of my pile 3s, you guys had parents that were very religious and that don't accept this other kind of religion that you're wanting to go down. And it doesn't have to be religion, but like thought, or it could even be like a job, or like something in school that you want to pursue. I could see you guys having to break some kind of traditional way of doing things to pursue whatever this is, having to adapt to new things. I don't think you've quite you're not deep into this new thing yet. You're still learning a lot about it, and you're still getting rid of that old stuff. I feel like there's something that you guys had learned and that you were really used to living that kind of way, and your heart is calling for you to break out of that box. And I think maybe you guys are scared to do that because of the loss that it will bring you. And for my pile 3s, where I said you've already gone through this loss and maybe a death for some of you guys, I see you guys having to learn a new way of living in the world, and your heart is calling you to be okay with learning new things, because eventually you will be able to see the brighter day again, you know? Yeah. Let's see for the second card here on how you can follow your heart's calling. We have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So, like I said, you guys may be having to break out of old communities, old ways of doing things within another community, to follow your heart, whatever that means for you. For some of you guys, I'm seeing it as you guys staying home a lot more to study something new or venture into something new, and having to maybe block some certain people out of your life. But for most of my pile 3s, a lot of my pile 3s, I am seeing you guys having to leave a certain community for the better good of yourself, you know? And it's something that's very hard for you because of maybe the things that you'll have to adapt to. Maybe you guys are giving yourselves illusions of how much it will be that you'll have to adapt to, and making it so heavy on yourself. But yeah, I think it's saying to just slowly kind of separate yourself from old customs, and if there's people that are like trying to squeeze you and make you stay, and whatever that is, slowly kind of back away from them. You don't have to drop them completely, But definitely if like there's certain friendships or relationships that aren't serving you, and like is holding you back from your own expansion, I think it'll be really good for you guys to take a step back. Some kind of relationship that used to be fruitful isn't so fruitful anymore, for some of my pile threes. Yeah. And for a lot of my pile threes, I'm also seeing a certain way of, you guys had this certain way of doing things, and I could see it being very strict in the way that it was. And I think a way that you guys can follow your heart is to indulge. The Three of Cups reverse can mean being indulgent and, taking in life's pleasures a little too much, and within, with other people. And I could definitely just, your heart is calling you to indulge in whatever this is, whatever thing you're having to back away from to learn something new. Completely indulge in that, take in all of it, even if it's literally indulging in a real sense with candy. Yeah, I just see you guys needing to take time to indulge in the things that will help expand you forward, and you know what that is. And it may seem scary because of the comfort and the structure that other things have brought you, and like the stability, but it's okay to break out of the box and be a little crazy sometimes, Let's jump into our third card here, which is showing us what will happen if you listen to your heart's calling. We have the card of Justice here, and the reason this doesn't look like the usual Rider-Waite tarot is because this is the after tarot, so it shows what happens after what's depicted in the Rider-Waite or the original tarot cards. And in this one, it's like, so justice is a lot about karma, law, and truth, and I see a king here bowing to justice, and then a beggar. And I think it's really saying that the universe is going to bring justice to whatever loss has happened to you guys. If somebody in a higher up position has done you wrong, then karma, I hate to say that, but karma will bring justice to you, and you'll be able to see that cheaters never win. Is that a good way to put it? You guys are going to see that things will balance out, and like I was saying earlier, if you're struggling on getting out of this kind of these heavy, dark feelings right now, things are going to balance out really soon. You just have to allow yourself to indulge in some new things and things that bring you happiness. Don't stay stuck in structures and old ways if they aren't making you happy. Choose what's going to make you happy. Seriously. And we also have here the Knight of Cups. Like I was saying, the Knight of Cups, I think you guys are getting a lot of opportunities to do things that is going to help you follow your heart, but you have been hesitant to do so, and you guys are going to have to adapt to doing it, but you guys are getting so many offers. And what will happen if you listen to your heart's calling and start breaking out of certain traditions and indulging in new things? Things will balance out, and then you'll go from this feeling of loss and despair from some kind of strong structure that you had to being okay with going with the flow. I mean, he probably doesn't know where this river ends or what's going in and out of it, but it doesn't matter. He's drinking in it. That horse is about to put his foot in it, and probably many other horse have, but he's drinking it anyway, and it may not be sanitary. I'm a Virgo, sorry, but he's doing it anyway. And I think you guys are just going to have that balance in life. Things are going to shift soon if you allow yourself to break out of whatever box it is that you're in at the moment. And you'll see that balance. You'll see everything. You'll go from feeling like this to feeling like this again. But either way, at the end of the day, we're all just bowing down to the laws of the universe, aren't we? Whatever you guys believe, whatever your religion is, if you don't have one, there's still a universal just energy that none of us can explain. Coincidences, I mean, yeah, anyways, I won't get into that too much. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get some of these cards. These are, I think, the Sacred Creators Oracle. And we're just going to get a few of these to kind of show us. I want to know more about what your heart's calling is, whatever this, I want to know like what the new stuff you're pursuing is and what traditions you're taking back, but the Spirit doesn't want to tell us that, and they've got some other messages to tell us, then we'll go with that. We're just going to see what these cards can bring us. Sorry, that was a mouthful. Let me get these cards straight for you guys. Sorry. I'm going to try and get better about that, promise, eventually. Give me time. I'm also learning new things. Okay, so let's see. For my pile threes, what do my pile threes need to know about their heart's calling? Okay, yep, we're going to take those. And, okay, so we have here, you are epic. I think this card is literally just to give you guys that boost of encouragement that you need to step out of the box. You guys can do this. You guys are great. You guys have the bravery you need, the prowess, whatever the hell you need to do it, you got it. You're epic and you can do this. You guys need a boost of encouragement. I'm here to give that to you. You can let go of old things, whatever that means for you. And those things don't define you. You are epic. If you were listening to the beginning of this reading where I did the astrological overview, it is about, this video is inspired by the full moon in Leo. And Leo is the sign of the sun. That's like all of this yellow here is reminding me of the sun and this epicness and just shining your light. I feel like you guys need your light to shine again, and you guys are just figuring out what that is by learning new things, breaking out of old customs, old traditions within communities, I think. We also have here raw intention. Yes, so like I've been saying, guys, raw intention. This is something completely new, something raw, something deep down within you that you have to put your intent into and pursue, even though it may be scary, it may be new, it may make you frightened. You guys have the courage to do it. Yes. And I'm seeing 22 here. For some of my pile threes, this could be a relationship for you guys. Doesn't have to be romantic, but some kind of partnership, some kind of balance that needs to happen within a relationship, a partnership. Yeah. Let me just fix these cards here. Sorry about the glare on these cards. I'm going to try and fix that, hopefully within my next video that I post. Get some different lights and stuff. Yeah. But like I said, this is something that you guys haven't pursued before, because there's something very stable in the past that you are still holding on to. And this is just, these cards are here to give you the courage to pursue that, whatever that newness is for you, whatever that is, feels raw. And also it says raw, it makes me, I mean, this bird is eating like the raw meat out of this. I feel like this is a message that that rawness is what will bring you this feeling, and this feeling. Being vulnerable sometimes is needed to put you on the upscale. But let's go ahead and get some affirmators cards. It does say love and relationships, but they just have really great messages, so take whatever you can from them. It doesn't have to be love in relationships, but I am posting this on Valentine's Day, so that's why I wanted to use these cards. And if you are in a relationship or looking for love, then, you know, that's also awesome for you, because that's what these are for. And like I was saying, for some of my pile threes, this is a relationship, so let's just see what kind of messages we can get for you guys. for my pile threes. What kind of affirmations do my pile threes need right now? Okay, so, look, we have curiosity, and you guys, he's like a key and a treasure chest. You guys are like, be curious. Whatever you guys are curious about right now or having to learn, something you're having to adapt to, this is like the key to your happiness. That's what I want to say. So it says here, curiosity, meeting new people. Oh yeah, like, okay, meeting new people. I remember what a treasure trove of opinions, interests, and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? Yes, like I was saying, if you guys are breaking out of some kind of old tradition and going into new communities, stay curious. They have great treasures within. I feel like other people do have a lot of knowledge for you right now, but it's something like these might just be very different people, something that you're not used to. People with different principles than you, but something that you're wanting to adapt to because you feel the loss of something old. Yeah. Okay, let me get one more card for my pile threes. Come on, my pile threes. What do my pile threes need to hear? Let me take this one. So it says humility, and it's got this brain drinking out of a pineapple, and he's got his camera and his SPF. He's at the beach. That might be a little bad for a brain. He might get sunburned. But anyways, it says humility, and it says, I take a deep breath and release all of my desire to be right. Without right, what's left? A soft and pliable version of me that's willing to make mistakes, hear other people's opinions, and try doing stuff a different way. In other words, I get to take a pretty sweet, all-inclusive brain vacation. And then it says in small print here, it says, some restrictions apply, depending on the current tenacity of my ego. That's hilarious. Okay, so I feel like the message that this card is bringing to you guys is having the humility to accept other opinions, new ways of looking at things, new principles, having the humility to say that I'm getting over some of these old things and I'm moving away from them because I enjoy what other people are bringing me. Other people are making me curious, and maybe it's not other people, but other religions or other studies, other ways to work, other, I don't know, TV shows, flowers. Literally could be anything for you guys. You know what it is, but it's having the humility to accept that other things aren't working for you and other things are gonna work for you really good. But I feel like you guys are, being sometimes a little stubborn to adapt to these things. Maybe I think you might be nervous that it's going to be too much to put onto yourself. But it's not. I think this is going to be so good for you guys, and it's really going to fill up your cup. And you guys might even get an opportunity. That might be the justice that you guys get whenever you follow your heart's calling, is an opportunity that you guys have been waiting for. And yeah, that came in just really strongly just now, and I think that's how I want to leave your guys' reading. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I am beyond grateful to have you here today, sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading has resonated with you, leave a comment down below letting me know, and please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it helps support this channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time.